Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here with Agrroed. Agrroed is the developer for STEEM Monsters, which is a card-playing game on the STEEM blockchain. And it's kind of like Magic the Gathering. It's really, really cool. I'll talk about it in a little bit. Carmen and I met Agrroed in Krakow, Poland at STEAM Fest this year in November. Man, what a great time it was. And Agrroed was willing to hop on board and get involved with us. And he's a partner in Anarchapulco. And you want to just tell everybody how you ended up in the blockchain and what led you to here?
Sure. So I'd been on Facebook for a while, but they kept shadow banning me. You know, at some point I was just putting out, stories, articles, news, and sharing posts, and they had deleted my account no less than 5 times. And they would do it through weird shadow banning. And I was telling people this back in 2012, and everybody thought I was nuts. They're like, Facebook doesn't do that. Well, I was experiencing it multiple times, and I'm like, all right, this sucks. And then I saw a Steam post come by, and one of the things that it talked about was that it's an immutable blockchain. They can't remove you, they can't take you off of it, and I really thought that it was important that I could get my story told. So I started down the path of blockchain so that I could make sure that, it's a decentralized ledger. Nobody can take my voice and my free speech away. And then through that, we realized, not everybody's a blogger. Not everybody wants to just use Steemit as a way to post pictures or tell stories, whether it's about feminism, anarchy, whether it's about, conspiracy theory. It doesn't matter. Not everybody's a blogger. So it was important to me and my partner, Matt, who is he's the lead developer. I'm like the community-facing person that helps do interviews and things like that. And to us, we want to make sure that there's more opportunity to get into this space than just through the one blog. We really think that Steem as a blockchain has a great ability to link out through social media and other applications, and we're demonstrating that. I mean, we built a blockchain game. We've sold a ton of cards to people. We have 2,000 daily active players. We have 20 to 40,000 games that are played every single day.
Huge for the blockchain space.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Grand Theft Auto, it's not much, but for blockchain, it's one of the biggest games, one of the biggest apps out there.
Yeah.
And it's built on Steam, which people are kind of surprised about because they just think, oh, Steam is only Steemit. But
exactly.
That's part of what we're trying to show is that we want people to experience blockchain. So, the internal monologue or the internal code is come here and play a game, but stay for the life-changing anarchist, libertarian crypto community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we have to bring a little bit of awareness to how Steem is a very powerful force in our community, and it just operates with the currency Steem. And STEEM Monsters is doing a great job at bringing recognition to the currency itself, the way that the Steem blockchain works.
Yeah, you have to have utility for the coin, right? And so just having it for Steam power and to go vote on stuff isn't quite enough. You need entertainment, you need other ways to exchange it for goods and services. And STEEM Monsters is one of the first apps to go sell quite a bit of cards or sell quite a bit of product and just show that the Steem blockchain is actually great for business. I mean, it takes 3 seconds to do transactions. It's free so that there's no cost when you want to transfer something. So there's a lot about this blockchain, and I guess some of the hardcore devs are going to be like, well, it's not C++ and it's not smart contracts, so it's stupid. But to us, that's one of the best parts about it, that you can use standard web development to go build something on Steem. We use JavaScript and JS Node in our programming, and so you can do that in ways that you can't, which means that development is fast, finding people is easy, and getting just the normal web and internet functioning with something like the Steem blockchain is ridiculously easy compared to all the other crypto projects that are out there.
Yeah, let's go back to where you said free, because people are probably like, wait, it's free to get on, but you make money, this is probably a scam. So I think we should touch on how basically the currency comes into existence. So Steem is an inflationary currency. And right now we are facing an onboarding issue because you can sign up for free with an email, and I think you actually have to do that through, you can sign up through Steem Monsters now.
There's lots of apps that are signing people up now.
But it takes 2 Steem or something. So if you sign up for free, you have to wait for a certain amount to be created, to be generated, and brought into the circulating supply, which will pay for your account. But you can also pay for your account. But speaking of a free account, we should just give an account away for free right now.
Give an account for free?
Yeah, and you can
that.
explain.
Sure.
So how about the Angel of Light? You want to come and give this? So the first come, first serve on this. Let's see, RCR4K7C5.
So if you go to STEEMmonsters.com and you put in that code, it'll get you both a brand new Steam account, so you have access to the blockchain. But it's also going to give you a free pack on the STEEM Monsters game, so that you can actually start trading, collecting, fighting. We have an entire reward system. And the biggest news that we have for the game is that starting next week, we have automated tournaments that are coming out. So we're going to put something like 20 or more thousand Steam up for prize pools throughout the month of March. So you can come play our game, come win crypto, and then if you decide that you're done, unlike Hearthstone where they own your cards because it's a centralized server, if you decide that you're done with the Steam Monsters cards, you just sell them back to the market and sell them back to the community. And
Hearthstone is a video game, right? Basically.
Yeah, it's Blizzard. Blizzard came out. You have like Magic the Gathering from Wizards of the Coast. You have Pokemon. Like these are the trading card games that everybody knows. But when they went digital, they went on a centralized server. So they do things like, oh, if you say something about the game that we don't like, we turn off your account. And so if you would put thousands of dollars into it, you just don't have access to your cards anymore. Whereas this is a decentralized blockchain, and if we want to go have you guys trading, or if you're tired and don't want to play anymore, or if you want to just buy cards off of only your friends or something, all of that can happen on the blockchain, and it keeps you keeps your property secure.
Yes. With that being said, you have a little bit more responsibility to keep track of your private keys or your password, because if you lose that, you lose everything. It's as simple as that. There's no like third-party intermediary that will retrieve your account.
Maybe it's a good time to bring up Steam Keychain.
Yeah, so that I was going to say that's actually a great lead-in for. As we were building Steam Monsters, we said, you know what, there are other things that are missing. So the most common way that people interact with Steam is they take their private key and they put it into a website. And I've been saying that's like going to CVS and giving them your bank account password to have them like buy bubble gum, right? Like we don't do that. So what is awesome about this, we built a Google Chrome extension. It now works in Firefox, it works in Brave, we'll add it to Opera. But now you put your keys into that and it's encrypted into that, and then you don't have to give your keys to sites anymore. Steam Keychain, it works with Steam Monsters, and there's probably another 12 or so apps that it already works with. But you would sign all the transactions with your own private keys. You don't ask the app to sign them on your behalf. And so for the guys that really care about security, and everybody in crypto should, because if you don't own the keys, or if you're giving away the keys, you don't own your crypto. So here we've built the tool to ensure that all of our users and anybody in the Steam ecosystem can store their keys in this little thing called Steam Keychain, and then from there they can interact with all these apps and dApps, of which there's now 60 or 70, without giving away their private keys.
Yeah, the graphics are great. It's a small little plug-in, and it mimics a wallet, shows your balance, and also we'll be showing SMTs, right? Smart Media Tokens, which you actually just
the SMTs are coming. We built what we call a smart contract platform. So again, we're having to pioneer some of these things because we're one of the first businesses to exist on Steam. We want to go have a fundraising event where we can go raise equity for Steam Monsters, but right now we would have to go get like an ERC20 or something. So we didn't like that plan, so we said we're going to build a smart contract platform on top of the Steam blockchain. So now you can, the website is called steam-engine.com, and we just call it Steam Engine, and you can go there and create your own token. It's kind of like an ERC20 or a Tron 20. This is kind of like a Steam 20, but it's your ability now to just create tokens. And people have to be careful with that, because if you create securities tokens, then the SEC gets involved. But you know, we're going to provide some legal service and legal guidance for what is a security token, what may or may not be a security token, but now you can actually go make tokens on Steam to go build businesses here. And it also works with Steam Keychain. So now the Steam ecosystem is getting a bunch of these apps and dApps built on it. People think that it's just Steam It, just this blogging thing. That is one of the leading apps on the Steam blockchain, but there's something like 60 or 70 different apps. One really common one is DTube. Another one that just got released is Steam Ninja.
Ninja, never heard of it.
It's an easy way to go create accounts instantly, and you can get incentivized for selling accounts to other people.
Nice.
So there's all these little neat apps and dApps that are being built, and they're all connected through Steam Keychain. They're all connected to the same blockchain, and the idea that Steam It is Steam needs to go away. That was true when we started, but Steam It is just one app that is built on the Steam blockchain.
Yes, let's quickly step back to ERC20s and Tron20s. ERC20s are just tokens that are built on Ethereum. Tron is another blockchain, but there is no difference between one Tron token and another Tron token, or one Ether token, or whatever token is being built on top of Ethereum. But whereas STEEM Monsters, these tokens are non-fungible, and some of them hold quite a bit of value. What is the most expensive card in the game at the moment?
Right now, the most expensive card I think is $800.
Yeah.
And then some of the least expensive cards are 2 to 4 cents. So. And you can get these cards in the packs. We sell booster packs. We don't personally sell like individual cards. That's what the market and the users do. But, we sell booster packs. There's 5 cards in a pack, and, sometimes you get unlucky and you get all commons and just one rare, and sometimes you'll get golden legendaries that are literally selling for $800.
Yeah, so you don't necessarily even have to play this game if you want to just trade the cards. Try to make a little bit of money off of that. You could do that in the open marketplace.
And one of the so right after we finished putting in tournaments and setting up our prize pool of like 20 to 25,000 Steam, one of the next projects is being able to rent your cards. Like you could rent an apartment. So now, somebody that might be a little older doesn't really want to like invest all their time playing the game, but they actually want to hold some of these cards. You can now purchase them, rent them to other players. And so that, somebody that's new and young might not have $800 to go spend on a card in a game. People that are more established might. And now we can actually build a marketplace where the people that own the more expensive cards or the more powerful cards that have a better chance of earning the prize money can go rent them out to the players. And so there's a way that you can get sort of like a passive income by renting your cards out to others. And I think that is I'm so excited for that because I got a ton of cards personally and I don't use them all.
Right.
It's hard to both build the business and play the game, but I'm excited to go rent those to like the hardcore, typically younger people that have some spare time, love playing these games, and are hungry to go try to earn some crypto with it.
I'm excited how it's going to introduce crypto economics to the youth.
Seriously,
they'll understand how to like store their value in the blockchain through their deck.
My daughters play, you don't need like a PhD to go figure out how to. Blockchain is hard, and it's often hard to understand and to grasp, but this is just a game, and part of why we built this is to make it so that young people or people that aren't tech savvy or aren't blockchain enthusiasts or whatever, just play our game. And then hopefully you catch some little bug of like, oh, I own these cards, I own these tokens, I can trade them. Like, why can't I do that with these centralized games? And then it starts opening up other possibilities. And hopefully you get kind of sucked into the community and you realize like, oh, owning my own things and having my own freedom and making my own choices is important. And that this game is just a blockchain card game, but it's really meant as a portal for people that aren't that experienced with crypto to find their way in, stick around, be entertained, have ways to be in the blockchain space that aren't just blogging, but still have a way to earn, and so they can slowly over time get more and more into this community.
And with this account, which here's another one.
It's the same one.
No, it's a different one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, here's another one anyway.
You keep doing the Angel of Light. That's why he's so confused.
Lucifer. Oh yeah, they're different ones. But damn it, I'm off track with that one. But yeah, you want to talk about Anarchadelphia?
Sure. So we want people to be able to go meet and talk about these things in the United States, but there's not a ton of blockchain conferences that happen there. Actually, the United States is kind of behind the rest of the world in terms of blockchain acceptance and use. You see a lot more like trading activity coming out of Korea and some of the Asian countries. And so we want to help build the community here in the United States and combine that with sort of the anarchist movement, spreading peace, spreading abundance, spreading liberty. We want people to experience those things, have those things in their life, and demand those things in our daily civil existence. So Anarchadelphia represents a way that here's an event that we can put on, that we can help sponsor this thing, that we can help put it together, and hopefully start blending the communities, but also doing that very particularly in the United States, in Philadelphia, and growing up blockchain enthusiasts here at home.
Nice. Yeah, we're so stoked to be working with you. We love what you're doing. There's going to be a great Steam presence, large Steam presence, STEEM Monsters presence at Anarchadelphia. You want to tell everybody where they can find you? And
yeah, so you guys can go on to STEEMmonsters.com. You can go to steam-engine.com. At the bottom of those, there's a link to Discord, and I practically live in Discord. So anybody that wants to get in touch with me, I'm Agrroed. My name's normally in the top right, and just find us there, talk to the community. We have thousands of people in these Discords that are real people that'll interact, that'll help you, that'll play games and or answer questions. Like, we have a pretty fierce, loyal, fantastic group of people that work with our apps and our games, and we keep trying to grow that and grow these sets of businesses for them as well.
Great, Agrroed.
Well, appreciate your time.
Yeah, man,
Thanks so much.
Great. So when I was holding up cards before and I lost my train of thought, what I wanted to say is that when you create an account with this and you create your username and it generates your private key, you can sign into Steam it if you want to, if you're a vlogger or a blogger. But there are alternative vlogging and blogging sites. One is called steampeak.com and the other is busy.org. So definitely support these guys over Ned and Steam it, So yeah, and here's another one. Actually, I think I gave that one already. Here's one more. Get on Steam, bitches.
Join the State of Anarchy this September's Harvest Moon in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where this gathering of like minds aims to foster unbreakable relationships between the movement's leading forces, whom teach self-love and ownership, blockchain techno-economics, as well as exposing the Earth's sacred hidden knowledge. So will we see you there?